And now, I suggest you start your relaxation session. When sounds or noises may be consciously perceived during the session, you will unconsciously reinforce your state of relaxation and well-being. You are pleasantly lying down, your legs straight, slightly apart, fan-shaped, your feet duck-shaped. The arms are extended at your sides, slightly apart. The palms of the hands turned towards the floor, the head well in line with the body, the chin pointed towards the ceiling. If necessary, you adjust your position to make it pleasant. You are now in the supine position. You are bringing together here and now your mental body, your mind, your emotional body, your heart in your chest, your physical body. While a part of you listens to my voice, you refocus your thoughts and emotions on your physical body, and you become aware of the different parts of your body without seeing them, without touching them, without moving them thanks to the support points on the ground. I advise you to close your eyes and you are completely at ease. Now you carry your consciousness at the level of one arm, the one you want. You feel it thanks to the fulcrum on the ground. You imagine your hand, you see the thumb, you feel it, then your index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and finally, the little finger. You see your palm, the back of your hand. You become aware of your wrist. You take a look around it. You now work your way up your forearm to the elbow, and then from the elbow to the shoulder. Be aware of your shoulder. We move on to the other arm. You picture to yourself this other arm in its entirety, thanks to the fulcrum on the floor, and then, like the other arm, you imagine your hand, you see the thumb, feel it, then your index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and finally the little finger. You see your palm, the back of your hand. You become aware of your wrist. You take a look around it. You now work your way up your forearm to the elbow, and then from the elbow to the shoulder. Be aware of your shoulder. You will now become aware of one leg. You choose the one you want. You feel it in its entirety, and thanks to the fulcrum on the ground, you bring your attention to the foot as a whole. Imagine your toes. We follow the sole of the foot, the heel. You visualize your ankle. You take a look around it. Then, you go up the shin to the knee. You can imagine your kneecap. Then, you go up the thigh, from the knee to the hip. We move on to the other leg, and then, like the other leg, you feel it in its entirety thanks to the fulcrum on the ground. You focus your attention on the foot as a whole. Imagine your toes. We follow the sole of the foot, the heel. You visualize your ankle. You take a look around it. Then you go up the shin to the knee. You can imagine your kneecap. Then you go up the thigh, from the knee to the hip. You become aware of your pelvis with your hips and your buttocks touching the ground. You visualize them, and you also visualize your sacrum as a triangular plateau, from where the vertebrae in the lower spine start. This part is often tense and painful. To relax this sacrum, you tense it by contracting your buttocks, while inhaling through your nose. Then, while exhaling in a calm and quiet manner, you relax your glutes and your muscles relax along with your sacrum. You become aware of your spine as a stack of vertebrae, and you visualize them as little cubes stacked on top of each other and interspersed with discs. And while breathing quietly, You imagine your 5 lumbar vertebrae starting from the sacrum, and going up to the waist. Then your 12 dorsal vertebrae that go from the waist to the shoulders. And finally, your 7 cervical vertebrae, from the shoulders to the nape of your neck, and your entire back is supple and relaxed, and you get to the top of your spine in your neck, and you become aware of your scalp. And you become aware of the top of your head. You become aware of your forehead. You relax him. You imagine it as a lake, calm and tranquil. And finally, your whole face becomes smooth, calm, tranquil, relaxed. You lower your consciousness along your face to your chin. You become aware of your jaw and you open it to remove all tension. And if you wish, you can swallow your saliva. Then you quietly put your tongue on the lower teeth, and imagine your palate. You carry your consciousness over your eyes. If the eyelids quiver or flicker, let it happen. Then you place them quietly in front of your eyes, like the shutters in front of the window. You feel your nostrils open and close to the rhythm of your calm and tranquil breathing. Then you become aware of the breath, by visualizing the path of the air that enters the nostrils. You can give it a color that you imagine. The air enters through the nostrils, it warms up, becomes moistened, arrives at the back of the throat, passes through the trachea, descends and fills the lungs. Then on the exhale, in a calm and tranquil manner, the air rises, passes through the trachea and the back of the throat and exits through the nostrils. On inhalation, the air enters through the nostrils, warms up, arrives at the back of the throat, passes into the trachea, descends and fills the lungs. Then, on the exhale, in a calm and tranquil manner, the air rises, passes through the trachea, the back of the throat, and exits through the nostrils. For a few more moments, you can visualize the path of the air with the help of color. You imagine the thorax as a shell. You carry your consciousness to the pit of your stomach. You feel it move and you become aware of the comings and goings. It rises and falls, inflates and deflates. When inhaled, the pit of the stomach rises, swells, shows. On the exhale, it's the other way around. The pit of the stomach lowers, deflates, descends. You check if it's backwards, you rectify. The inspired is active. The exhale is passive. She does it all by herself, without thinking about it, by letting herself go. You will now imagine your diaphragm as a dome located under the ribs, towards the navel. It moves like a piston, up and down and up and down. When it descends towards the feet, it sucks in the air, causing the pit of the stomach to swell. When it rises towards the head, it pushes out the air, lowers the pit of the stomach and the diaphragm goes down, sucks in the air, goes up and pushes out the air. The pit of the stomach deflates. This is the exhalation. You can still imagine the coming and going of the diaphragm, like a piston that is pulled on the inhale and relaxed on the exhale. And you feel the harmony of your breathing. You carry your consciousness to the level of your diaphragm, below the chest, below the ribs. And in the middle, you imagine your solar plexus, which is a real nerve center. You imagine it as a marshalling yard, directly connected to our emotions, often tense or knotted. Thanks to your breathing through the diaphragm, you will massage your solar plexus. And these regular movements of the piston to and fro, from bottom to top and from top to bottom, come to massage this plexus, which gradually blossoms, spreads out like a flower, takes up all the space, like the rays of a golden sun. Then from the solar plexus gradually start beautiful waves. Waves of relaxation, waves of well-being. You let them invade you with relaxation, well-being, and these beautiful waves of well-being start from the plexus with each exhalation, and little by little, well-being invades the whole body. You let him be lulled, carried by these waves of well-being that bring him benefits, which settle in you for a long time after the session. As the minutes, hours, and days go by. And while enjoying this moment, when your body rests and regenerates, you can go in imagination the first time you held a very small child in your arms. Maybe it was your newborn or another. Remember how small and defenseless he was. And how wonderful it was that he was there, in your arms, fragile and precious. You know if this baby is important, and if it has value. And yet he has not yet done anything, achieved nothing in his life. He has just opened his eyes, and he has a very great value. A value in itself. And he will always keep it. So it is with all babies. They are all born with this extraordinary value that goes with life. So, from the situation you are in now, with the same tenderness that you have for this baby, you will replace this baby with yourself, at the moment when you have just been born. Look how small and helpless this newborn baby is. How beautiful he is, and how much he needs your tenderness. Let the emotions come and give this baby all the love and protection he needs. You can feel how important it is to him, what you are giving him now. And you know that you are loved and important, without doing anything. Simply because you are. You will make this little child grow up, at his own pace, serenely, knowing that there is always this you, an adult, to give him the tenderness, the love, and the unconditional acceptance that he needs. Let it grow and go through the stages of life, until your present age, making sure that you are in touch with this feeling of being loved and accepted unconditionally, with this certainty of having an inestimable value. Take your time and enjoy the journey. And whenever you need that feeling, all you have to do is call on yourself as an adult, and he will know what to do. And you will feel tenderness and security again. And you will have a deep sense of your worth and importance. And now for a few moments, you are going to integrate these changes within you, in all the parts of your being. They will continue to fall into place, to integrate over the minutes, the hours, and to take root over the weeks, and the months to come. for a few more moments, enjoy these feelings of well-being, while gradually getting used to the idea of leaving this state. Savor it. Enjoy these special moments, which you will remember, and whose benefits you will retain. And now, even if it's difficult, even if you don't feel like it, you will gradually leave this state. Now you are slowly reconnecting at your own pace, with your body, then the room around you, and the outside world. You carry your conscience on one arm, one hand, then the other arm, and on the other hand, you start to move the fingers of your hands. You carry your consciousness on one leg, a foot, then the other leg. On the other foot, you start to move your toes. You roll your head on your shoulders. Now you stretch the whole body, while always keeping your eyes closed. Every time you stretch, make big yawns. Bigger, without putting your hand in front of your mouth. Then, you can fold your legs and turn to the side. Enjoy a few more moments, at your own pace. You will be able to open your eyes, and when you're ready, you can sit down.